Saturday, September 13th, baby. You know what I'm saying? RIP to Tupac Shakur. His anniversary is popping up. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Or done popped up on that situation. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Man, we see black innovators, you know what I'm saying, showing the rise again, despite how other people might feel about his character. It placed the needed narrative that was needed in the black community, you know what I'm saying, shoot, for the time frame that it was there. I commend his work. Thank you, sir. You know what I'm saying? Should you help structure uh, 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 a void that was not present prior to you coming. Um, that spoke about how black people move and feel and think. Um, Thank you, sir. Hi, sir. Um, Moving on. There was a lot of things that's happening out here and stuff, and I know y'all kind of knew, like, yeah, well, shit, we ain't really heard from a whole lot of people, you know what I'm saying, shoot, due to all these events, you know what I'm saying, shoot, striking in all areas of life. Um, First, I'm gonna go light, then political, then give my thoughts on things, and then go political, then strike back, and then keep striking back, and then if you still standing, or whoever's still standing, or misunderstanding anything that's just been said, I'm gonna strike your motherfucking ass. Bam. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get this thing on the road. All right, let's take care of home plate. You know what I'm saying? Because I always preach. You know what I'm saying? This shit about home plate all the damn time. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? My home plate's the South, Georgia to be specific. So let me talk about my home state for a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I got the credentials to do so. You know what I'm saying? I'm big enough to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Um, no, you know what I'm saying? So we got the situation with Woody, Young Thug, um, Gunna. You got the situation that people like to scream about, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I'm qualified to speak on these things again. You know what I'm saying? You're not hearing from a person that's not qualified. You know what I mean? These are qualified, qualities. You know what I'm saying? From that southern side. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you know what I mean? Hell no, we ain't gay. First off, you know what I'm saying? We ain't off that gay shit. So, what's good, Joe? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, we ain't off no gay shit out there, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm not saying that there's not gay people there, just like I'm not saying there's not gay people in the North Pole, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I mean? There's gay people worldwide, you know what I'm saying? Some places more than others, and I don't think Atlanta has more gay people than I've seen in other places. And yes, Young Thug wore a dress. Yes, Lil Woody hung out with Young Thug. Yes, you probably have people who watch these events and seeing Young Thug um, point of views and um, denounced it in your own life. But I guarantee you work for a gay person, a white person, or um, a multitude combination of all of that. You know what I'm saying? And you pretty much do what they tell you how to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as along the lines of keeping your job. So, yeah, I'm from Georgia, baby. You know what I'm saying? GA in the building. Now I mean? That's stand for gang assault. You know what I'm saying? GA. You know what I'm saying? Gang assault. You know what I mean? Ask somebody. You know what I mean? If you ain't never been written up, you know what I'm saying? So you see right up on the paper it says GA. Then, you know what I'm saying? If you ever been in prison, it says look for a write up. Oh, you probably never been written up for whooping nobody ass and no shit like that. But that's kind of like the teamwork and dreamwork that um, me and my company of people, you know what I'm saying, should specialize in. You know what I'm saying? Should have got certificates of blue sheets and things of that nature from. You know what I'm saying? Should and yes, we are very vicious by our goddamn selves too. So Don't make me call home, homeboy. Don't make me do that ET shit and call home. It won't be nice. Promise. But shit, yeah, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Continue defending Georgia the beautiful. Um, yeah, I can't sit back here and say I seen 1,000 motherfucking gay niggas at one time parading down any streets that I was at or any functions that I was in. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, yeah. Um, and yes, you know what I'm saying? I was one of them um, hot up and coming artists that was in the South. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, to check my resume. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, Drama, the nigga that sang Left, Right, Left. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Drama, Terrence Cook. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, long time no see anyway. You know what I mean? And from the homelands of like James Brown's and Miracle, the one that's saying bounce, bounce, bounce. If you with me, come on. That nigga from my city, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Met the nigga a few times. You know what I'm saying? Cool nigga. You know what I mean? Pastor Troy was out of my city. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you homework. You know what I'm saying? DSGB, down south Georgia boys. Met them niggas personally. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, Pastor Troy took a logo and went worldwide with it. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Shit happened. That's their camp. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. But they the South, whatever. You know what I mean? And I also want to point out that um, Atlanta was the first spot that's ever had a project. So I mean, for y'all to sit back here and talk all this crazy shit about Atlanta and shit, and folks in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we started this shit, and we gonna finish this shit. All right? You know what I'm saying? Shit, Teakwood Homes, do your homework. 1935, built, established by black people that had the mindset of doing those types of things. You know what I'm saying? To uprise the community, to solidify stability. You know what I'm saying? And then create stepping stones so that we could get into better situations. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, due to red tape that immediately followed afterwards, you know what I'm saying, or was already in progress while building these projects, you know what I'm saying, or the Teakwood homes for the upstart of the black communities. These white devils, as Busta Rhymes said, as Old Dirty Bastard said, you know what I'm saying, these white devils, you know what I'm saying, already had the red tape going, you know what I'm saying, in the process of keeping us stuck in ghettos. You know what I'm saying? I even mentioned that in my rhymes. You know? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all cop my albums too if y'all ain't cop my albums. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? But, back to the history lesson, you know what I'm saying? Like, the white devils already had things in place to keep us trapped in ghettos, you know what I'm saying? Not progressing and creating this melting pot of anger and anguish when motherfuckers go up to try to get a house, a bigger place to live at for their kids that's growing and on the way. They get shut with all this red tape shit. Like, oh no, sir, you didn't qualify. Oh no, you're black. Oh, without actually saying all these things, without saying you're black. You know what I mean? Like, it was an inside nice corny ass joke for a lot of white folks. Do I resent those people? Hell the fuck yeah. I don't like them. I never did. And so, yeah, fuck you to your grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Should send that fuck you letter to your grandparents from me, DJ Pancake. You know what I'm saying? For doing crazy, weird, goofy ass shit like that on that pedophile shit like Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? And I said that part. You know what I'm saying? DJ Pancake. You know what I mean? Because I fight the real wars, baby. You know, so that's why I have my motherfucking channel right here. So I don't have to go out here and do nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? I say it all right here. So if it's on my mind, I say it. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real nigga. You know what I mean? I appreciate this new way of venting problems out here. You know what I'm saying? So without having to destroy yourself and the planet. You know what I'm saying? So, but kind of like pass on the truth, you know what I mean? Because I'm a truth teller, musician. If I can't get on the microphone and rip it and put a pen and paper down on the beat, god damn it, I'm gonna find me right here putting this shit out here. So every time I'm right here, a lot of shit happened, and god damn it, I just had to give you that hot 16 right here in your face. So Yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, like, I'm not here trying to hurt the world, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to keep the world from hurting me by lying, saying you didn't do this and didn't do that. But we have fucking visible proof. But you niggas smoke weed so much that you don't even know what the fuck's going on yesterday. And it was happening in your face. So, um, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So stop trying to ride somebody's dick and coattail all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? That's what leads us back to this Atlanta shit. You know what I'm saying, niggas? Um, okay, yeah, I'm even gonna go at another nigga from another angle. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, your boy Pimp C. Mad respect to UGK. You know what I'm saying? Shit, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and he's not here to defend himself, but you know, I seen some shit online, you know what I'm saying, shoot, like audio with him keep coming at my motherfucking state. But you know, I was in prison, you know what I'm saying, shit, when he originally started coming out with all this breaking news and information about his hate about Atlanta for some motherfucking reason, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, like we got people like Outkast that's there. Um, Big up to them niggas forever. Dungeon family that was there, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, big up niggas, big up to them niggas forever. You know what I'm saying? You'll never hear me say a bad word about them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because they're my motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Forefathers. All right, so you know what I'm saying? So back to what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like you got people like that that was in the industry that I felt like you know what I'm saying she was representing. You know what I'm saying? She our full cause at all causes. You know what I'm saying? She when everybody else had these fucking chances but didn't. You know what I'm saying? Even though they stood on their shoulders too, you know what I'm saying? But still, you know what I'm saying? They used their platform well. You know what I mean? But I thought that we already had all this understanding going and shit. But you know what I'm saying? But when he came back and said like fuck Atlanta and all this shit, them niggas ain't drug dealers, ain't no water back around Atlanta and shit and all this other shit and this, that, and that about Atlanta and all I'm saying, talking about it's possible for them niggas to be that goddamn productive, you know what I'm saying, shoot, to get money and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But we the Mecca, baby. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, but you know, I'm not a geographist or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know all the best terms and terminologies of what um, geographical locations would lead. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker to um, um, depict themselves as the South. You know what I mean? But in my book, the South cuts off at the very top North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, I don't even know if North Carolina would be the South. I would consider that the South because it's got the word North in it. You know what I mean? So that led me to thinking that North is North and South is South. You know what I mean? And so I drew my mix and dissing around South Carolina because I know my South Kakalakians, you know what I'm saying? Charleston, shout out to you niggas. What's good? We know what's going on, what's happening, how y'all been. See you following my account. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna give it to them, you know what I mean? Charleston, South Carolina, you know what I mean? And, you know what I'm saying? Moonshine. Something nigga Moonshine, you know what I mean? And, what's calling? So, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to point out that, you know what I'm saying? Sure, I just only considered that point to going across Tennessee and everything. Yeah, I guess you could throw a little Kentucky in there, throw the South in there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, going off. But then when we get to Texas, I mean, like I don't really acknowledge them niggas as being South, man. I mean, like, cause you know what I'm saying? I grew up in a household where you have shows like Gunsmoke, and the only thing they ever screamed was the Wild Wild West, the Wild Wild West. So you know what I'm saying? I always consider Texas as being the West. You know what I'm saying? Southwest. You know what I mean? If you want to say that, be technical or whatever, I give you that. But you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? But just know I don't really look at I don't look at the South as extending to Texas, man. I don't agree with that. But you know what I'm saying? But that's just that, you know what I mean? So I mean like it's either you gonna rock with us or you not, you know what I mean? You ain't finna sit back here badmouth my city and shit like that and state and culture, you know what I'm saying? Shit, and act like we was just cool with that shit, you know what I'm saying? So and then not only that, you know what I'm saying? I mean also was looking further and shit because I'm at first I was just gonna let that shit slide because that's small, you know what I'm saying? And to the big picture. You know what I'm saying? The South been dominating. You know what I'm saying? Shit, this whole music industry for a number of years, and probably a lot of you people that's out here watching YouTube and Instagram, the only thing you know is the South. So I'm proud of it. We did our damn job. We like the white folks, baby. All you know is us, baby. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? I mean, like I'm not getting mad about a lot of shit. I'm not getting mad about a lot of shit because I put my motherfucking life out here on the line, you know what I'm saying, every day. You know what I'm saying? Should just keeping that South shit real, you know what I'm saying? Should just real niggas. I qualify as a type of forefather, you know what I'm saying? Cause I fought. I fought hard for us in the North. I fought. Not Confederate. I ain't talking about the Confederacy. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, today's South, you know what I'm saying? Uh 1990 South. 1980 South. You know what I mean? I can't even say early 2000 South because I don't really know what happened after 2000. You know what I mean? Shit, but I'm happy with the transformation. Some of y'all niggas only know Outkast is hey y'all. You know what I mean? We real South niggas, real niggas know Outkast as who's that peeking in my window? Or that me and you, yo mama. Yeah, that's when the boys came. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, if you wasn't around for that, you wasn't around for that. You know what I'm saying? I can't give that to you. That's a time frame that I can't give to you. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? But I'm not trying to make something light on some shit. You know what I mean? Shit, nigga. For nigga gay, a nigga gay. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't give a fuck. That ain't my dick. That ain't my mouth. That ain't my ass. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dealing with none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't my hands. They ain't my face. They ain't my eyes. They ain't my body. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I know I wasn't around no motherfucking niggas doing some flaming homo ass shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the South, you know, when I walk out and see my people, you know what I'm saying? I gotta uh, talk from a distance with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's because he owns some other shit. Nah, I don't do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I can't change what happened with Thugger. Thugger World Jersey, he spoke for his motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? He wanted attention, he's doing whatever, dissing women, you know what I'm saying? So that's in the South, trying to fuck up what the South has and shit and has always um, done, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think, I don't know. I mean, like, the industry's been coming at our necks for a while, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want us in there, we got in there. Now we in there, they can't get rid of us. You know what I'm saying? They trying to do anything. You know what I'm saying? But and all these things that these people try to do in this industry are the actual things that they do. You know what I'm saying? So in the industry. You know what I'm saying? The South we have freak neeks, not freak offs. Right? Who got caught with the freak off? That's the North, baby. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, P. Diddy. P. Diddy. That nigga been in the game longer than Young Thug. So, I mean, I don't know what the fuck that nigga did or didn't do either. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's y'all crowd. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Claim your home city. That's the reason why y'all niggas ain't in the game, my nigga. I mean, like, if you really, 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 really want to get to it, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all like to say some shit that y'all say other people are saying. I mean, Jadakiss ain't been to jail not one time, but he could tell you about every crack in the cell, in a cell block, in a wall. You know what I mean? I don't get mad about the music. Bottom line, shit. Do a nigga gotta be a certified doctor to goddamn operate on the motherfucking track? Hell no. Look at Dr. Dre. That nigga ain't no fucking doctor. That nigga got some beats though, so I fucks with him, you know what I mean? That nigga nice. And I'll call him a doctor, Dr. Dre. I'll say, what's up, Dr. Dre, if I see him, you know what I mean? You know? So, I mean, like, should you take things literal? No. Do you take Donald Trump literal? That nigga just said he was a whole rapist. Grabbed the bitches in the pussy. Y'all ain't locked that nigga the fuck up, did you? Y'all ain't forming no militias against that shit. He ain't got impeached yet. So why the fuck you coming at rappers? Niggas that ain't got nothing to do with nothing that's going on with your everyday life. This nigga is passing bills, taking niggas out on ice. You know what I'm saying? ISIS. Ice. And shit. Niggas getting kicked off their fucking jobs and shit. You know what I'm saying? But y'all niggas ain't saying nothing about that. Y'all niggas got time to come at rappers and shit and wondering who's got who in the headlock butt fucking them, you know what I mean? That's them niggas business, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Am I gonna go in my whole shit about gay people? No. I mean like I'm just saying, I mean like that's what you like, that's what you like. I mean like that's not what I'm selling. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm bringing. I mean like that's not what I bring to the table. Let's not get these things fucked up. You know what I mean? So I mean like it's a lot that's going on out here, man. Y'all gotta be focused on what's important and stop trying to hurt the people that's actually fighting for you. You know what I'm saying? So like that's actually um, the exact thing that these white folks are doing. These white folks they told us in slavery not to hang around each other, hate each other at all costs by any means necessary. I mean, like the South, we come in, we want to get money with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, we're the reflection of what Dr. King was speaking about. You know what I'm saying? We listen. He spoke, we listen. We love that man. R.I.P. to that great. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I mean, like, what the fuck the problem is? I mean, like, I'm not understanding this shit. You know what I mean? And I mean, like, and you want to say a city did this? No, this is no one person possesses a power to turn a community into some bullshit, a breeding ground for gay people. You know what I'm saying? Besides political people and people locking up real individuals for years to keeping them from raising their kids from having an understanding of, you know what I'm saying, shit, that nigga's weird. You know what I'm saying? He need his ass whooped. Or the whooping the motherfucker ass and raising them right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I say that. You know what I mean? Prisons was built simply just to destroy families, separate truths, and to keep white supremacy relevant. And when that shit was running out of funding, when it was about to shut down and close on itself, that's when all these private investors popped up. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas need to do y'all history lessons before y'all start screaming on all this uh, backward ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, oh, send that nigga to jail. They ain't have jails out here when the Indians had it. They whooped niggas' asses. Niggas, street justice. You call that street justice. And they was led by women. The Indians. Come on, man. My grandma half Cherokee. You know what I mean? On my mom's side. So, I mean, like I said, when I speak, I don't just speak from one lane. You gotta come at me, man. You gotta really hate me to come at me, man. You gotta really, 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 really hate yourself to come at me, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got some very nice hair, man. My hair is very nice. Shout out to April. You know what I mean? Keep a nigga looking good. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Shit, so like I said, man, I mean, it's a lot of shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Y'all thought I was finished. This is part two right here. Um, you know what I mean? Um, they had a death of a nobody to me. I probably seen something they did one time on YouTube and was like, oh, the fuck you coming at my people for? You know what I mean? I'm that guy on the internet. I post some shit after I see some shit. I throw some shit in a comment like, "Fuck is you coming at my?" Throw some truth out there. You know what I mean? Because that's what I would want for me if I was just out here not knowing. You know what I'm saying? Shit, and we don't have enough teachers for these young cats. You know what I'm saying? Shit, who do have a backbone and realize that something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Because things ain't right. But I'm not understanding where I'm supposed to care. You know what I mean? It's like when a slave master died, or a person who owns slaves or would like to own slaves again dies. I mean, like I don't understand that shit. And I mean, like, in all that whole talk of making America great again, that's like asking me, that's like me saying, like, what year? I'm like, what year are you referring to? When the Indians had this land, or after, or during the taking over the Indians' land, or are we talking about when you brought black slaves, kidnapped black slaves in, so you could make money off of them, rape them, molest their kids, create a fucked up ass situation that your offsprings would later try to call them the fucking animals and people in the zoo? I mean, like, I'm trying to understand this shit correctly. I mean, like, cause you know, um, yeah, I'm not aiming this at every white person. No, why would I aim this at every white person? Because it's impossible for you to be alive in the 1600s. But if you keep those ideals, and um, topics running current, you know what I mean, shoot, out your mouth, then own up to what you eat. You know what I mean? And if you know that shit about these motherfuckers, if I know I got a motherfucker behind me that's saying, like, yeah, we got guns, we got this, we gonna take these black people the fuck out of off the map. I mean, like, I'm just saying. I mean, like, why the fuck would I sit back and say, oh no, there's nobody out there that's holding guns and saying shit like that? You know, I mean, like, I'm like, yeah, this goofy ass nigga just protecting his own tribe. That's what I'm gonna call you. But I mean, but when the person say, yeah, you know, these niggas, they out to get y'all, you know what I'm saying? I can identify with a person like that. In fact, you ain't gotta let your cover be blown, because we already know what they do to y'all when they get a chance. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I keep my few 15 white folks that talk like that off screen. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I'm saying? So I get the raw information, man. You know what I'm saying? Both male and female people. You know what I mean? 15 white people that's highly educated, that's not, that know that I'm not here to waste time and nothing. You know what I'm saying? They respect where I'm coming at with my platforms. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to get into all these big ass debates. You know what I'm saying? Who knows this? Who knows that? You know what happened? I read history. You can't fool me. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to catch up on your knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So check out this movie, Rebirth of a Nation. The Birth of a Nation. You know what I mean? And you'll understand a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? That was the second coming of the Klan. You know what I mean? And how it became mainstream and everything. And then lied to their own women, talking about this breed of white people are not out to hurt the white woman, until after all the white women were getting hurt by these people, one person finally spoke up and said, "Yeah, I just got raped by the Grand Dragon of this organization." And then that's when that collapsed, and they went behind shield, because it was running off the movie The Birth of a Nation. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, where they was trying to protect white women from being attacked by black men, raped by black men, which has never happened in the history. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, where black man just said, fuck it, we're gonna get this pussy by any means. No. No, 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 no. No. Nope. Never been a clique. If it was a clique, name it. Name it. The only clique we had was Black Panthers. They wasn't off no bullshit like that. Come on. Name one. Thank you. Thank you. You niggas the only motherfuckers selling on boats, kidnapping motherfuckers, raping them, forcing them have kids so you can raise their asses as slaves and keep this shit going. You know what I'm saying? In a turbine. The fuck out of here, man. And I mean, like, and with guns. You know what I'm saying? So y'all didn't do this shit with your bare hands. You didn't do it one on one. There was a multitude of you niggas, a whole sailboat, a whole fucking ship full of you motherfuckers, snatching up one person, tying them up, and going and repeating the process till you left for fucking Africa. I mean, like, it don't take much knowledge or books to read, you know what I'm saying? That shit. It's just common sense how that shit happened. Yeah, so as long as we clear about what's going on and shit, you know, so what the going ons, I'm gonna jump into this last part of the situation for those that's still standing that didn't understand what the fuck I was shooting at. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna shoot your silly asses. All right, check it. The point I was trying to shoot at in this whole situation was, um, yeah, there was a young lady from Ukraine that was attacked on the train this week. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, mad condolences to her. You know what I mean? Um, and yes, it was a very, very unfortunate, gruesome situation. You know what I'm saying? So that, even more unfortunately, is a thing that happens quite often around the world. Now, before you say something, let me give you this little snippet of what's going on. Because, I mean, like, everybody's on social media, but everybody's not on social media. You know what I mean? They're not on it to where they know how media even works. You know what I'm saying? Media works like this. The news knows that it's 1,000 different things happening in every city. Every city, every state, every country. Now you times that by 2. Know what I mean? Every week. Know what I mean? Now they pick out things in the news to get behind when it doesn't necessarily represent the full body of the average up and coming male or female, you know what I'm saying, that's in a dis discerning disadvantaged situation in society. You know what I'm saying? Like say a black person or black female or black male. Like say something with I don't know, like a Martin Luther King. Not necessarily have to go so that high, but you know what I'm saying. But you know, things that happen to people like that. You know what I'm saying? So versus they'll say, well, you know what? We're not gonna go and pick out that case. We're gonna go and pick out this case right here about this drug addict who unfortunately got killed by a group of white police officers or white men. You know what I'm saying? While he was in the commission of a crime, and get the black people behind this and rallying and screaming all these injustices and being and let that be their new moniker or leader. You know what I mean? I was like, I never agreed with that whole situation from the moment I heard about the whole situation involving him doing counterfeit and drugs at the same time. I mean, like, that's not a representation of my people. You know what I mean? That's not a good representation of my people. But I know that the media was playing and play with that shit. You know what I mean? After a while, you kind of like taste it when the media is behind some shit. Sort of like a fucking Tyler Perry movie. You can tell just from watching watching some fucking movie or the film 10 seconds of the dialogue, that's Tyler Perry. You just hear his fucking name just roll off the fucking tips of the actor's lips when they say some goofy ass shit. Like, yeah, this is Tyler Perry. This is a Tyler Perry movie, and I immediately cut that shit off because I don't fuck with it. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm raised on or how I see myself or others around me. Just like with this Young Thug shit, ATL shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not how I see my people or people around me. You know what I'm saying? So I take that whole scope into every action of what I do and how I associate with it. And I disassociate with shit. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care who's cousin, uncle, niece, daughter, father, son, motherfucking on a bridge. Jump, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Or how you feel about that shit? You know what I'm saying? Should Yeah, it was an unfortunate event. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have happened. Glad you got reparations, so on and so forth. But as far as that shit's being the building block to the brothers of like Dr. King was pointing out, you know, they ain't like us when we was wearing suits in Dr. King's era. You know what I mean? So what the fuck makes you think these motherfuckers gonna like us wearing braids, gold teeth, and driving cars and shit? You know what I mean? Rocking Pele Pele. Gonna mean y'all niggas, y'all niggas stupid. Y'all need to wake up, man. These motherfuckers. I'm not here to impress no fucking body, and I don't want to have to repeat myself. I'm not here to impress no fucking body. I don't care how you feel about black people. You know what I'm saying? I care about how I feel about myself and black people. That's the only care I feel. And when we're not getting that care that I feel that we need, it has not been met. So, and when you're trying to throw some bullshit and say, look at what do we care, how do we care, how much we care, no, nigga, it's not enough. Like Malcolm X said. Yeah. So, like I said, I mean, like, I'm going through my own traumatic issues with the courts and everybody else that's out there, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, that I'm fighting diligently for my freedoms. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, that's why a lot of events haven't been released yet. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, a lot of music, a lot of projects is still on the shelf because I want those things to have the best platforms that they originally deserve. You know what I'm saying? So when they come out, you know what I'm saying? Movies and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Things that I have to shelf till hopefully at the end of this year. You know what I'm saying? At the end of this year, I'll be able to should be well equipped with letting y'all know what's going on with those things. Um, what else? But yeah, but like I said, but the lady on the train, uh, I seen a lot of shit that was on online, man. I mean, like it's sad that Donald Trump would use that moment to get the media off his back about these Epstein files. I mean, like this shit was kind of weird. You know what I mean? It's like what white people do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When they're like doing white people shit. But um, yeah, I mean, like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Should like, you know what I'm saying? Should that he would in that moment create a void where white people have to sit back and suffer. You know what I'm saying? Should from his actions. You know what I'm saying? Should um, of not taking accountability for his actions and doing something like that. That damn deflective to deflect. You know what I mean? On a situation. And Elon Musk tagging in the same very guy that y'all thought was out the movie and out the picture pops up screaming, "Now I'll put $1 million for murals up for," and I mean, she turned it into a whole racial situation because coming at George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? But like I said again, I don't give a fuck about the George Floyd situation. But when you start trying to do all these things where you're gonna paint a hero or a narrative for black folks, and then start trying to attack it, and then try to get reactions from black folks. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I mean, like it's crazy. It's diabolical. You know what I mean? To see that shit, and that nobody's ever really saying anything about those types of things. That shit. That's the shit that gets me, man. It fucks me up heavy. You know what I mean? I'm an intelligent brother. You know what I mean? Not self-appointed intelligent brother, but I'm an intelligent brother. But you know what I mean? But you got a lot of these self-appointed trustees that's out here. You know what I mean? That's just doing all diabolical ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, on so many different levels. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that you have to get a podcast to goddamn let them know, hey, we see you, motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Try something else. We're gonna get to this promised land. You know what I mean? But what I was gonna say. Um yeah, and I mean like and this lady's whole tragic event is being used as something I know she wouldn't have intended. You know what I'm saying? Um you know what I'm saying? If she was alive. Um you know what I'm saying? Her name to be used as. And yes, it was a terrible, isolated incident, but niggas screaming all this. Look at all the black people that was on the train and wasn't doing nothing to help her at all. Oh, God. Um, there was white people on the train, too. You know that, right? Look at them videos. There's white people on them fucking train that was on them fucking trains, watching, looking, taller than the guy and everything. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't budge a muscle the way how they jumped out in leagues to attack an unarmed black man on the fucking train. You know what I mean? A weapon makes a difference. That's the lesson of the day. A weapon makes a difference on how you niggas really react towards black people. You know what I mean? When a nigga ain't got no weapon, y'all got 50 leagues of motherfuckers on top of that nigga's skull trying to get rid of him. But when a nigga got a gun or a knife or something, okay, y'all might, depending on how much time y'all get to react, you know what I mean? It's different, you know what I mean? But unarmed, y'all blink of an eye. Oh yeah, fuck it. Yeah, they're gonna look the other way about this whole shit. Let's punch on this motherfucker. Gang up on them. Yeah, you strong when you got 1,000 niggas with you. You know what I mean? And that's what anybody, black, white, or whatever. You know what I mean? But a man stand on this motherfucking shit, you know what I'm saying, shit by itself. No weapons. Straight hands. Let's see what them hands look like, nigga. One on one. Don't call your homeboy. I ain't call mine. And I damn sure ain't gonna call mine. Unless it really gets to some shit. If it really gets to some shit. I'll see it before you see it. Cause you start acting crazy and shit. Ah. Yeah. But yeah, man, I mean y'all gotta stop this shit, man. This just gotta stop, man. I mean, people wasting their energies on a lot of crazy shit that's not even productive. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers still drinking, still smoking, still tearing down their bodies and shit. Basically killing themselves. You know what I mean? And then get out here, you got other people that's actively trying to destroy the black man for some reason that we all know why. Because that's all this shit started off of. Hiding the fucking truth, you know what I mean? Painting Jesus as a white man. Y'all know the painting of Jesus? Who the painting of Jesus is? Really? That's the painting, exact picture of a mass murderer, serial killer. Yeah, y'all niggas been looking at the face of a serial killer this whole time. Jesus. The white man Jesus. That nigga was that nigga was I think his name was Ivan or some shit like that. Don't quote me on it, but Google that shit. It'll tell you. The internet's a wise motherfucker. That shit got a lot of information out there. But the picture of Jesus is like um, this tyrant. He was like terrorizing that whole little area over there where Michelangelo was at, and he was killing folks. You know what I'm saying? And there was only one person that was like only one being that everybody feared more than him, and that was Jesus. And he was like always like, you know what? Ah, I'm the most grimiest of the grimies. How can I do this as a white man and let people know that I'm the grimiest of the grimies? So he started doing what white people been doing before him. They get to the pictures. Pictures speak 1,000 words and speak longer than and live longer than you'll ever live and outlive you. So that's why these media things are very important and powerful. You know what I'm saying? Because it could crack up a picture like Jesus from being this guy that went to Michelangelo and threatened his motherfucking life. Said, look, if you don't paint me as the picture of Jesus, you gonna die right now. And that nigga start painting remarkable pictures of every picture and every step of the way of Jesus, from the Last Supper to him speaking to God and everything else, as this motherfucking serial killer. That shit crazy, right? How many people still with me right now? Raise your hand. Y'all still with me? Yeah. That's what's really going on, man. I mean, like, nigga, there's a lot of shit going on out here, man. Y'all don't even know, man. And and that shit's sad, man. I mean, like, it ruined a lot of people's minds, and it gave all these false fucking powers to people, because like, dopamine hits your brain and you just go stir fucking crazy. You're like, fucking the Messiah is my color. No, 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 he wasn't your color. He was more like my color. But um, the other thing was, before that, they used to just paint pictures of Jesus as nothing. They didn't use no description to him, because they know he was black. You know what I mean? And also back then it was like forbidden to paint the picture of um, people that was in the biblical prophets, biblical people. Yeah. Same thing in Russia. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, Russia, they um, said they put out rules where only angels could be depicted as these certain types of characteristics and shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think that's like Ivan the Terrible or some shit like that. But yeah, man. So what I mean? Like I said, it's I've been on this joint for like 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Should give me some hard body ass shit. Um, I hope my views lead to the uprising of a knowledgeable community, because knowledge is the power. It's the true power. You know what I mean? You sow this seed, and the orchard of the world will grow or reemerge. You know what I mean? Right here in front of you. You know. So I'm just planting seeds right now. Um, from the seeds that was planted with me. You know what I'm saying? You can't change the past. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you can only learn from it. And if you deny the past or lie to, then you will believe some bullshit that ain't there. And going to war for some shit that ain't there is just as crazy as going to war for some shit that ain't real. So if you see me putting my hands on somebody about something or something like that, it was real, my nigga. It was about some real shit, and probably none of your motherfucking business unless you was involved. And if you wasn't involved, just thank God that you wasn't involved, and don't try to find a way to get involved if you're not involved, because now you're in the way, and it's not good. But I mean, but like I said, I mean, shit, like I'm the same. I'm like, I take that, I swallow that pill and get that pill back, because you know what I'm saying. So I'm not um, no higher than my own brand of words and shit. You know what I'm saying. I'm not jumping to nobody's shit that's not involving me. So I appreciate that back. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying, shit. And if it's not something that you're adding to either help, then you're hurt. You know what I mean. Like, if I see somebody getting jumped by somebody, by a couple of people that I know, and if I don't know them or their situation, I'll look to one of them like I know them, like, hey, everything good, man? You know what I mean? While they whooping their asses and shit. Like, nah, this nigga old, so we gotta go, you know what I mean? Alright, well, yeah, I'm just spending off. I tried. That's a try, you know what I mean? That's help. That's not hurt. You did whatever the fuck you did to get in that situation to that point. I can't get you out of that, you know what I mean? But, you know, if they're at the beginning stages, you know what I'm saying, where they're just talking and you're not like responding back type shit, you know what I mean? Bad mouthing, I'm hearing the whole situation. If I'm seeing the whole situation and that part of the situation, then you call good, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but that's just life. Don't bury yourself with 50,000 niggas on your ass. Cause I can't help you. I can't help you. I can't fight 50,000 motherfuckers. You gonna have to wear that ass whooping for as long as your mouth puts you up into that situation, or your actions put yourself up inside that situation. You gotta wear that. But shit happens, you know what I'm saying? People lie on people all the motherfucking time. People die every day, nigga. You know what I mean? It's just what the media put out there for you to care about. You know what I mean? They're making their money off of um, your emotions, and also whoever's paying them to control this shit. Because, you know, a lot of these motherfuckers, rich motherfuckers, they own a lot of these television companies. And they have enemies at other television companies. So that's a whole back and forth argument between them and you and the other person that they're projecting. You know what I mean? You jump in and be a dummy and get involved in that shit. Hey, you are what you eat. You are what you eat. Only thing I'm doing right now is trying to save your ass, basically. You know what I mean? Let's not get it that fucked up. But I appreciate all the comments and shit, all the love and feedback that I got back. You know what I mean? Saying so, I appreciate that. You know, I do, I do respect y'all. I don't know why people don't always like shout out the people that's commenting, because y'all make my shit look live. I like having all these comments and shit at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But them shits don't always go through. I don't know how to find it. If y'all know how to help me with this channel shit, because I want to respond back to a lot of people. God damn. Yeah, I want to respond back to a lot of people. Shout out to y'all badass bitches that I seen this week, man. Shit, you know what I'm saying? God damn, thank you for the follows, subscribe and stuff, you know what I mean, and likes. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to give you a little side of a nigga what I do. You know what I mean? It ain't too much to it, no mystery, you know what I mean? It's just your boy Cake. But check me on Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, DJ Pancake 45. You know what I'm saying? Should see my music or type in Dope Test Volume 1, um, The Addict Volume 1 and 2, or The Game of Love, or The Doors on the Car, Unholy Jesus, or what else? My boy Casper shit, RIP to my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Um, Justin the Bad Weatherman. That whole shit go hard, you heard? You know what I mean? RIP to my soldier, man. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't done. I still got that video coming. All right. All right.